Howdy, I'm Gabby the Clown, and welcome to the first video of 2026, where I'm going to be talking about all things Five Nights at Freddy's, or FNAF if you're cool. Anyway, yeah, I freaking love Five Nights at Freddy's. If you know me, then you know I love it. And it's been consuming my brain since I first got into it, but especially since the most recent movie, it has been like inescapable in my mind palace. Like in my dreams, I see their face, Freddy Fazbear. Anyway, that was stupid. Anyway, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I got into Five Nights at Freddy's, my thoughts on the movies, and then just for funsies, I'm going to be making human designs for the Glamrock animatronics because I want to. I already have made human designs for them, but that was like a long time ago. If I can find them, I'll show them here, but if I don't find them, I'll put a Foxy jump scare. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that for fun too. And yeah, okay, so obviously spoilers for all things Five Nights at Freddy's, especially the movies, because those are what I have the most to say on, I feel. And also, if you are under the age of 18, skedaddle. I know that kids love Five Nights at Freddy's, but I don't love you, so get out. This channel is not for children, despite my cartoonish style and the topic of this video. None of my videos are for kids, so if you're under 18, get out, or the purple guy's coming for you. Ooh, scary. Anyway, I have a lot to say, so let's just get right into the video. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by talking about how I got into Five Nights at Freddy's, because it's honestly ridiculous, but kind of funny. So I didn't get into Five Nights at Freddy's, like everyone else did. Like, I think almost everyone got into Five Nights at Freddy's, like, when they were younger, and, like, through YouTubers and stuff, like Markiplier. But I didn't get into Five Nights at Freddy's until I was, like, 17 or 18, like 16 or... I don't remember the exact... Yeah, I think I was 17 or 18, definitely. Probably 18, anyway. But, the reason is, so I knew about Five Nights at Freddy's when I was younger, like, I knew that it existed, but I didn't know anything about it. I knew like 4 facts about it. I knew that it was, like, evil Chuck E. Cheese or something. I knew about Freddy Fazbear. I didn't know his last name was Fazbear. I knew that there was a bear, and his name was Freddy, and you spent 5 nights somewhere. And I knew that people thought that Foxy and Toy Chica were hot. And I was vaguely aware of the concept of a man behind the slaughter, but I didn't know anything else. But from everything I saw, like, I was, like, very, like, snobby as a kid. Like, I saw that, like, a bunch of, like, kids liked it, and, like, that it was really popular, but I didn't immediately get it, so I was like, oh, this must be super dumb. Like, oh, this is probably stupid. So I never got into it. So, like, even after I turned, like, 17 and I was allowed to watch YouTube and stuff, I just kind of, like, didn't, like, interact with any Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Like, it would show up on my feed and I would just be like, oh, it's that bear game again, I don't really care about that, and I would just ignore it. Until one night, me, my brother, and some of our other family members were playing a Dungeons and Dragons one-shot, which is like just like a short little like one-night campaign. And my younger brother was in charge of it. He was DMing it, and he took like the daycare section from Security Breach and he made it into a little campaign, and it was actually really cool. I didn't know it was Five Nights at Freddy's until afterwards, because I loved the daycare attendant character so much. Like, that's who we had to fight, and I thought it was so freaking cool, and I was like, dude, is that based on anything? Like, if that's based on something, can you like can you share? Like, and he was like, yeah, it's from Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was like, what? Five Nights at Freddy's says peak? So, so yeah, if the daycare attendant didn't exist, and my brother hadn't decided to take inspiration from that for our Dungeons and Dragons session, I would never have gotten into Five Nights at Freddy's. At least I seriously doubt that I would have. I mean, maybe I would have eventually, but I very strongly doubt it. So yeah, that is the story of how I got into Five Nights at Freddy's, and it has been lodged into my brain ever since. Like, I went, like, he sent me a link to Markiplier's playthrough of Security Breach, and I was immediately hooked. I was like, dude, I think I like Five Nights at Freddy's now. Am I cooked? So yeah, it's kind of ironic that the game that like everyone hates is the thing that got me into Five Nights at Freddy's, but I have a soft spot for it. Like, in hindsight, it is kind of garbage, but I still have a very big soft spot for it. I like the characters a lot. Sun is still one of my favorite characters, not just like in Five Nights at Freddy's. Sun is one of my favorite characters, just like of all time. I love him so much. Massive comfort character. He's so goofy. Yeah, I just like him. And yeah, so after I like started to like get into Five Nights at Freddy's, I was looking for theory videos, but I didn't watch game theory videos because the thumbnails seemed like clickbait, and I just like didn't want to watch it. I have since watched some game theory videos, and I actually kind of like them, but at the time I was like, I don't like these thumbnails. It seems like it's gonna be garbage. I have since learned the error of my ways, but instead I found a YouTuber that I still watch and is still like one of my favorite YouTubers. Not real name, not at all. They're very cool. I like their videos. They're very chill. But yeah, that's how I found out all of the everything. Like I wouldn't know like basically anything about Five Nights at Freddy's if it weren't for not real name at all. Not real name, not at all. So shout out to them. I like their channel. Yeah, so ever since then, I've basically just been hooked on Fazbear Entertainment. Like, I love that. Like, this shit is like, this is made for me, and I just ignored it my whole life because I thought it was cringe. And this is why you don't judge things. Like, this is why you don't like worry about being cringe, because then you'll miss out on something that you could have been like loving for a long time, but no. So, yeah, I don't remember the exact year I got into, like, this all happened. I think it was 23 or 24. I think. I know it was before the movie came out, because when the movie came out, I was already, like, really into it. So it was either, like, a year before the movie came out, or, like, many months before the movie came out. But either way, I saw the movie in theaters, and I really liked it. There was basically no one else in the theater except for, like, 2 people in the back, who I'm pretty sure were a couple. Because, like, where I used to live, the theater was super tiny, like, it was one screen. And it was, like, a really small town. So, yeah, there was only so many people going to see Five Nights at Freddy's on a lonely Tuesday afternoon. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm talking about the movies. I already started a little bit in the last section, but now I'm gonna talk purely about the movies. So, I know I already said like spoilers at the beginning of this video, but like, this is like for sure spoilers. I'm not holding my punches. If you want to skip the movie section to avoid spoilers, I got timestamps. I got timestamps in the comments. All right. Okay, so now that all the people who don't want spoilers are gone, I really like the movies. I know that like I know that like a lot of people don't really care for the movies because they like change so much of the lore, but I don't really mind it. I think it's probably because I'm new, so I'm not like super attached to any of the lore. Like I'm already coming in with the expectation, like every time a new FNAF thing comes out, I'm already going in with the expectation that it's going to change everything again. And I genuinely don't mind it. I think it's interesting. I like that it keeps us on our toes, and like we will never know for sure what's canon. And like it's simultaneously kind of annoying, but I also really like it and think that it's interesting because then like anything could be true. So like nobody's theories are wrong, and I think that's interesting. Anyway, the movies. So I saw the first one when it came out in theaters, and it was fun. I definitely, like, looking back, I definitely don't like it as much as the second movie, but it was still it still had its fun moments. I like Mike. I think it was kind of lame how he was, like, sleeping the whole movie, but, like, it's fine. Like, it's fine. I don't really care that much. I liked Abby. I saw a lot of people, like, hated Abby, and that kind of surprised me, because she didn't do nothing. Like, she's just a child, bro. Relax. Goodness gracious. But, like, I liked Abby a lot. I thought she was cute. I like that this movie is basically just Lilo and Stitch, but, like, instead of cute aliens, it's ghosts and, like, murder robots, which is really funny. Like, it literally is just Lilo and Stitch. Like, I love it. Anyway, Matthew Lillard as William Afton. I loved that. I love William Afton, not William Afton. I love Matthew Lillard. I always think it's really funny when a super nice person plays like awful people exclusively. Well, not Shaggy. But like almost like two of the three things that I have seen Matthew Lillard in, he plays a bad guy, which is very funny, and he does it very well. Like in Scream. Okay, actually, I'm gonna geek out about something that I was geeking out about when I first saw the movie, that I don't know if it was intentional, but I choose to believe it was, because it made me, like, really happy, and it was like, oh, I can't believe that. So there's, like, this part, like, towards the end of the movie when, Matthew Lillard is, like, in his Springtrap suit, and he, like, holds up a knife, like, right over his head, and that's how Stu holds his knife in Scream. Like when Stu kills people, he, like, raises it right above his head, with both hands, and that's what Springtrap does in this movie, and it made me, like, freak out. I was like, oh, wow, it's the Scream reference. And I don't know if it was intentional. I have no idea if it was intentional, but I choose to believe it was. Or maybe I'm just, like, way too, hyper-focused on, like, maybe I just see Scream everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Anyway, but, yeah, that was something that made me kind of, like, sit up a little straighter, like, ooh, they did a reference to another movie I like. Hi, Editing Gabby here. So, I completely misremembered what the reference actually was. So I knew it was something with a knife, but it wasn't the knife holding the knife over the head thing. It was the knife swipe. Cause like I didn't even realize until I was editing it, because I was trying to find, like, a screenshot of, like, the thing I was talking about for the past, like, 5 minutes, but I couldn't find it. But I did find Springtrap doing the Ghostface knife swipe, like, and that's, I just got it mixed up, so, oops. But my enthusiasm still stands. I was still really excited. I just completely forgot what exactly happened. Because I haven't seen the first movie in a while, but yeah, just wanted to clarify. I didn't want to be wrong intentionally. Okay, bye-bye. Back to the video. But yeah, okay, another thing that I need to yap about, with the first movie, that I know this is a hot take. This is like the only take I have that I know for sure is a hot take, because I've seen so many people mad about this, but I like the fort scene and I will defend it with my life. Okay? Okay, so with the fort scene, I think that it is very important because like it is like, to my knowledge, it is one of the first times, if not the only time, where the animatronics actually get to act like children, and we get to like we get like a reminder that's like, oh yeah, these are kids. That isn't just like saying, that isn't like, this is like a show don't tell thing. Like, oh yeah, these are just kids. I forgot that they're not just like big scary robots. These are kids who were murdered and now they're trapped in these big monsters, but they're still kids. Like, I think that makes the movie sadder. Like, I feel like that gives it a little bit of emotion. Like, I felt something with this scene, and I feel like if they cut it out, then it would have lost some heart. Because then it would just be scary robots. Ooh, scary robots. Whatever. But the fort scene reminds us that it beats you over the head. Like, these are children. Like, they're not monsters. They're not, like, big, scary things. They're children who, like, had their lives taken from them way too young, and they never got to grow up or experience anything. They're stuck. And that's awful. And it made me feel something. So, I don't care that it takes away from how scary it is. I don't think the movie was going to be scary either way. If you take out this scene, like, personally, I think taking out this scene doesn't affect the scariness. I think that it just adds some emotion to it, okay? I think it makes it sadder. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, maybe it's just because I got into this, after I was already an adult, so I'm not, like, well, I'm not gonna say I'm not easily scared, because I kind of am, but I've never found FNAF particularly scary, so, like, FNAF to me, like, maybe I'm just making this comparison because, like, I've already been thinking about Scream because Matthew Lillard, but FNAF to me feels, I view FNAF the way I view the first Scream movie. I haven't seen the other ones, so I can't speak to how I feel about the other ones, but I view Five Nights at Freddy's the way I view, like, Scream, or, like, the first Friday the 13th movie, or, like, any, like, corny old slasher movie. Like, they're not really scary, they're more just, like, fun, and you're waiting to see, like, the interesting ways that, like, people, they decide to kill people. It's campy, and it's goofy, and, like, it gives you, like, a little jump scare every so often, like, ooh! Like, that is Five Nights at Freddy's to me. Five Nights at Freddy's is not, like, genuinely scary. Like, nothing scary in FNAF is gonna stick with you, at least in my opinion. So I really don't mind the movies not being super, like epic horror movies. Like, I don't care that they're not, like, making me, like, cry and pee my pants, dude. Like, that's not what Five Nights at Freddy's is. At least not in my opinion. But I am new, so I understand, like, wanting, like, something that scared you as a kid to, like, still scare you as an adult. Like, I kind of miss being scared by Coraline, but, like, I can still enjoy it for what it is, which is, like, something, like, whimsical and fun. Like, anyway, but yeah, I like the fort scene, and I think it's important, and I like it, and, yeah, I will always defend it. That is like my hottest take with Five Nights at Freddy's, is that I don't really care that the movies aren't, like, super scary, and I think the fort scene is good and important. If you disagree with me, that's 100% fine. This is just my opinion, and we're all allowed to have our own opinions, and my opinion is that Five Nights at Freddy's isn't really that scary, and it never really has been. It's a campy slasher movie. It is just a campy slasher thing with some emotional moments and some actually good scares, but, like, that's not, like, the focus isn't like making you feel like terrified for your life. The focus is like it's supposed to be fun, in my opinion. And that's why I like the movies, because they are fun. The first movie was like a little bit boring, because like it focused almost exclusively on the humans, and in the first movie the humans were pretty boring. Like I liked Mike and Abby, but like more like on like kind of like a surface level, like basic human empathy thing. Like, yeah, I don't want Mike to be torn away from his sister, and I don't want Abby to go live with their evil ass aunt. Like, that would suck. Vanessa's fine in the first movie. I think she's okay. I have no strong feelings on any of the human characters in the first movie. Beyond like, yeah, they're fine. Like, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, second movie time. I have been wanting to talk about this movie since I first saw it, like, at the beginning of December. I have been holding back so much, dude. Okay, so, first things first. I was hooked from, like, the beginning of the movie, like, not even, like, the opening scene, just, like, the first, like, the opening logo, because they had William, like, doing, like, "Are you ready, kids?" like, over the opening credits, and I was already hyped. I was like, oh, this is gonna be peak, and it was, and I'm so happy, because, dude, like, I was hooked immediately, dude. I was sitting upright, I was excited. Oh, also, I dressed up for the second movie, that was fun. Anyway, I dressed up as the marionette, yeah, anyway. So, I was immediately hooked, and then the first scene, like, we don't even get, like, character dialogue yet. We see, arcade machines with, like, with, like, fan games on them, and that was really cute. I loved that. Like, immediately, it just, like, bombards you with, this movie loves Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's like, I love Five Nights at Freddy's too! And then, we get to see, Charlotte and Emily, and, we get to see Charlotte and Vanessa, and I was immediately like, oh, this is gonna be so good. We're starting with Charlotte's death scene, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes, and it was actually really cool, in my opinion. Like, I know some people are probably gonna be like, oh, the adults in this movie are so stupid, why are they like this? And then it's like, my brother, do you know Five Nights at Freddy's? Like, the adults are always stupid. Like, they didn't arrest William Afton after he murdered, like, 5 kids because they didn't have enough evidence, even though, like, the rotting corpses were in the animatronics. Like, bro. Anyway. But yeah. Okay, so, sorry, I'm excited. I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm excited. Let me take a second to collect myself so I can, speak relatively clearly. Okay, so, Charlotte's death scene, when I don't know if this was, like, an intentional parallel, but Charlotte's death scene, to me, like, immediately reminded me of when the puppet is, like, collapsing in, like, the game cutscene. And I don't know if that was intentional, it might not have been, and I'm just, like, seeing things again, like, with the Springtrap knife scream thing, but, like, okay, so, in the movie, Charlotte is carrying this boy, trying to get him to safety, only to, like, inevitably collapse, and her corpse, like, lands on the puppet, or the marionette as she's called in the movie. I call her the puppet. I'm gonna be switching between the two, just because I'm used to calling her the puppet. Anyway. Yeah, and then, like, her corpse collapses on the puppet. But then in the game cutscene, it's, like, the reverse, bleh, whatever. Where, like, the puppet is trying to get, to Charlotte to get her to safety, but it's raining, and the puppet inevitably collapses on top of Charlie, and, like, I don't know if that was intentional, but if it was, hats off to you, that was so cool. And then, like, in the movie, when, like, Charlie is, like, lifted back out of, like, the puppet's, like, music box thing, in the puppet's arms, like, that was so maybe I'm just too easy to impress. I don't care. I had fun either way because that was cool as shit. It was so cool. Yeah, I thought it was sick, so I was immediately hooked. And then we like cut to like the humans, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm just like a little less picky, but I don't know. In this movie, they were so much more interesting. They were so much more endearing. I actually like them as characters beyond like the basic human empathy of like, oh yeah, I hope this brother and sister will be okay. But, like, no, I actually like them as characters now. I love Michael. I love Abby. Vanessa. I have complicated feelings on Vanessa, but I still love her. Yeah, I love them so much, dude. So like, even though the movie still focuses a lot on the humans rather than like the animatronic stuff, I don't care as much with this movie because I'm actually interested in them this time around, and I feel like we get a good balance of like the animatronics being cool and the human stuff. Cause like, oh dude, okay, so like we also get like Ghost Hunter stuff, which was really awesome because I love Ghost Hunter stuff. Like it makes me that whole scene made me really want to play Phasmophobia again. Dude, I hope it. So I saw that it's gonna be coming on the Switch. I hope it's on the Switch 1 and not just Switch 2, so I can play it with my family again. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Ghost Hunter crew. They get called by some guy named Mike, and I was immediately like, wait, why would Mike be calling them? And then I'm like, wait, okay, so Mike isn't Michael Afton, he's Mike Schmidt. Are they gonna bring in Michael Afton? What are they gonna do with him? But then they did bring in Michael Afton, and his fuck-ass bob, his stupid haircut that I hate, he's so stupid looking. Anyway, I mean this with all due respect to the actor. I love that Michael looks almost exactly like William does in the graphic novel illustrations. It is so funny to me. Like, I love it. I love it so much. It's so silly. Anyway, so Michael is evil in this version, and people, I understand why people would be mad about that, but I think it's kind of funny. Anyway, Michael is like evil and he has like daddy issues. He's like, we have to fulfill our family legacy of like murdering kids and shit. Like, he doesn't want to murder kids, he wants to murder all the adults. Or maybe he does want to murder all the kids. Maybe he just wants to murder everyone. I don't know. But he wants to do murders, and he's working with, Charlie Ghost, who in this version is actually, like, a vengeful spirit instead of, like, benevolent protector, which I think is interesting. Like, they swapped Charlie and, Cassidy, which is very interesting. Like, Cassidy's a boy in the movies, which is fine. I don't care. But yeah, they like swapped roles. Like in the movies, Golden Freddy is the one that like wants everybody to move on and just kind of again move on from all this. But Charlie's the one who wants to stay behind to get revenge and torture people. Which is very interesting to me. I thought it was cool. And I like it. I thought it was interesting. It was like different from what I was expecting, because like again, like in like the source material, the puppet is like benevolent protector, wants everybody to move on. But then like in the movie it's like the completely reverse. And I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, my one complaint with the puppet though is that we didn't get to see the actual puppet very much, which made me very sad. Like, for the most part, it was just like, it would possess girls, and then it would be like girls in like cosplay, which is fine. I just wish that wasn't like the main way we saw the puppet. Like, I'm not against her having like possession powers. Like, I think that's kind of cool. Like, she is a ghost after all, like it would make sense. But still, I just wish we got to see the puppet, like the actual puppet animatronic more, because like that's like my second favorite one out of like the entire out of every game. Like, the puppet is like my second favorite animatronic. Like, I love their design so much. But yeah, that was like the one thing I was really disappointed by. I everything else I had so much fun that I didn't really care. I do wish that, like, the other toy animatronics got more voice lines. Like, not just Toy Chica got a lot of focus, which was cool, because Megan Fox did a really good job. Like, when she spoke, it was just Toy Chica. Like, I was immersed. She did such a good job. But, like, everyone else did a good job, too, so, like, I wish that, like, the others got some spotlight, too. Like, they all got a moment. Like, we got Freddy at Faz Fest, and he's voiced by Kellen Goff, which I didn't know before going into the movie. Like, the only two voice actors I knew were going to be in the movie were Megan Fox as Toy Chica and Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie. Those were the only two I knew. So when I heard Glamrock Freddy's voice coming out of Toy Freddy, I was like, yo, that's my guy. That's my guy. I love him. So that made me happy. Anyway, yeah, we got Toy Freddy at Faz Fest, which was cool. And then we got Toy Bonnie, at the little girl's house. And she's like, I'm gonna go talk to your mom to see if we can have a sleepover. And then he tries to kill her mom. That was good. Matt Pat did such a good job, dude. If I didn't know that it was Matt Pat, I would not have been able to tell. Like, he did such a good job. They all did such good jobs. And then Mangle on the car was really cool. And I don't know if this is like a weird comparison, but it reminded me a lot of like something that would happen in Jurassic Park. Like, the Mangle on top of the car, I don't know what it was, but it felt a lot like something that would happen in a Jurassic Park movie. And I mean that in a good way, because that was really cool. That was fun. I liked that. My one complaint for Mangle is that they didn't speak, which was a little disappointing, because I feel like Mangle has one of like the coolest like voice quirks like in like Ultimate Custom Night, because like, and like I actually, do they speak in Ultimate Custom Night or the freaking mobile game? I don't remember. One of those. I know that they have a voice, because it's really cool. It's like a girl voice and like a boy voice like laid over top each other, and it's all glitchy and like cool. I love Mangle's voice so much, dude. I was so disappointed that they didn't talk at least once. Like, they were just like rabid dog noises, which was still fine. Like, Mangle was still very scary and very cool. But yeah, that was like the one thing that disappointed me about Mangle. But like everything else, like, yeah, my two disappointments with this movie were that Mangle didn't talk and that we didn't get to see like the actual marionette animatronic very much. But other than that, this movie was so freaking fun. Toy Chica, like, crushing, like, the teacher guy's skull, like, that made me, like, wince. Like, not once it actually happened, not when the pop actually happened, just, like, once, like, I realized, like, oh, once, like, I realized, like, what she was gonna do, I was like, ooh, like, yeah, that was so good, that was so cool. I loved that scene. I loved all the kills in this movie. There weren't very many. But like, the ghost hunters, all had cool death scenes. I liked the addition of like the tiny like puppetlings. I don't know what they're called. But they were a very interesting addition. I have no idea what they did to kill that guy. Like, we don't really see them like move other than like just kind of like falling over. So like, what did they do to that guy? Because like that water was red. Like, he was soup. Like, what did they do? And I think that's good. Like, fear of the unknown bullshit. Excellent. Leave it up to the imagination. Fuck yeah. Because like, yeah, that was good. The guy getting chomped in half by Mangle, like, lifted up into the ceiling and, like, chomped in half. Very good. Dude. And then, it's like that idiot girl closing the music box. Dumbass. And then, like, she closed the music box and then immediately gets jumped. Like, that was so good. Like, the puppet, like, slowly coming out of the music box. Fuck yeah. So good. I love this movie. And I'm so... Okay. Oh, okay. I almost forgot to talk about this. I don't know how, but I almost forgot. Circus Baby? Mother freaking Circus Baby is in this movie. Like, hello? What are they gonna... Okay, so wait. I don't know what they're... Okay, I already knew that they were gonna change the timeline because they have a lot. Like Vanessa is Elizabeth in this version, or maybe Elizabeth does exist, and we just haven't seen her yet because Michael exists and we didn't see him in the first movie. So maybe Elizabeth does exist. I don't know. Anything could be true at this point. Because there's freaking Circus Baby just like casually in Vanessa's like flashback scene. Like just didn't address it. She just, oh yeah, she's there. Cool. What? By the way, I'm saying all this with a big smile on my face. Like, this is like excited baffle. This is like an excited bafflement. Like, because like, this is what I meant when I said I like the movies keep you on your toes, because like they change so much while also keeping like within the spirit of like the franchise. Because like, I genuinely have no idea where they're going. Okay, I do have like one idea, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. So like, okay. In like the original book trilogy, Charlotte like lived to be an adult, but she didn't actually, because she's actually a robot that was created by her dad. So I have like a really I have like a really weird feeling. I have a really weird feeling that Vanessa is a robot, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because it would be fitting with the franchise, because like there's a really loud motorcycle or something. Sorry if you heard that. Anyway, and I don't really know how I feel about the very strong possibility that Vanessa's a robot. On one hand, I think it could be really cool because like that fits with the series, but at the same time, like I kind of want it to be something different. Like I feel like. I don't really know. I don't know. But I'm calling it right now. And if I'm right, then I'm right. I don't really know what will happen, but yeah, I'm calling it right now. I think Vanessa's a robot, because I got the graphic novel, I got the original 3 books as graphic novels for my birthday last year. And I've been kind of like rereading them, and I feel like Vanessa acts a lot like Book Charlie, and I feel like she's gonna be a robot. I feel it in my bones. She's gonna be a robot, or something like that. Cause like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that is my prediction. That is my idea. But hey, that's just a theory. A clown theory. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so this part's gonna be like kind of how I used to do my videos, where I would record the drawing while I was talking, like doing them both at the same time. Before I realized it was a lot easier to like cut out like my constant umming and like awkward silences if I recorded the audio separately. But for this part, I thought it would be fun to kind of like talk through my process, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna do these kind of like in order of most popular to least popular according to like the poll I did. So first of all, we're gonna be doing Roxanne Wolf, who I probably shouldn't have been surprised won the poll. Like, she is the cool one. And she is like the hot one, I guess. Like she's like the most like stereotypically like hot, I guess. And I actually have like humanized her and Chica somewhat recently. Like I did so like last February on Blue Sky, somebody I follow was hosting an event called Roxica Week for like Valentine's Day. And it's like, it was just like drawing Roxy and Chica as like a cute lesbian couple in like different scenarios like every day for like the week of Valentine's Day, and it was really fun. So I already have like a vague idea of like what these two look like as humans, at least in like in my style. So yeah. The only ones I don't really have like and I already kind of have like an idea of Monty, because like I can like kind of picture Monty in my as a human in my head pretty easily. The only one that I'm not 100% sure on what I'm gonna be doing is Freddy, which is good because he's the last one, so I'll have time to think. Because I'm kind of like doing this on the fly. I have like some notes here of like things I want to remember about like their designs, like what color their eyes are, because like as soon as I like start recording and I'm not able to have a reference in front of me because I use my phone for literally everything, then that's when I like immediately like forget everything about a character, and it sucks. But yeah, so Roxy, I'm making her strong because obviously, and yeah, she's not gonna be like super big, more like kind of toned, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Sorry, I haven't like talked. This isn't live, but like this is like as close to live as it gets for me because I can't edit this stuff after without like cutting up the actual video, and I don't want to do that. So I'm a little nervous because I haven't done this since like, oh dude, when was the last time I did a video like this? I don't remember, but yeah. So if I'm like super freaking awkward, sorry. Yeah, I'm doing my best. But yeah, I think out of all the characters to like make human designs for, I think Roxy is probably the easiest. Cause like she already is kind of like the most like human looking out of like all of them. Cause she already has like big hair and like an outfit. And yeah, she's also has like one of the stronger personalities. Cause like, so like one of the issues with Security Breach is like none of them really had like a lot of time to shine outside of Freddy. But then they fixed that with Roxy and Ruin, and they gave her like a lot of personality. Well, I gave her like some personality in Security Breach too, but it was kind of like hidden. But anyway, she's a diva. I love her. But like she's also like super fucking insecure. She's like the combination of like having like a huge fucking ego, but also just like absolutely hating herself. She has like such a boring expression here. Actually, I'm gonna fix this right now because like that was like no personality. Like what was that expression like? Like that's just like basic ass like, oh, like that didn't look like Roxy. That was just like a nice like pleasant person. Like Roxy is not a nice pleasant person. I love Roxy, but she is not pleasant. She would not be pleasant to be around. Like she would be so mean. But yeah, there we go. That's a little more Roxy. And this is why we do pencil sketching first, because once it's in ink, you can't take it back. And it's scary, but I still freaking love doing. I still do love doing traditional art. But like the line art scares me sometimes. Anyway, so Roxy is yeah, she's like the most popular. And I definitely get it, because like she's hot. And she has issues. Like she's deep. Like she's gonna make the I can fix her people go crazy, and I'm one of those people, so I love her. And yeah, I'm gonna make her hair look really big because I can, and that's more like glam rock to me, like huge fucking hair. Oh, also, I want to like add this right now so I don't forget it. Her like purple eyeshadow, and I'm not sure if I should do her face markings. Like, should that be like scars? No, that'd be like too symmetrical. I don't know. I will ponder. I will think about this. But yeah. Yeah, I don't. I wish I had more to say about Roxy, but I really don't. I don't have like super strong feelings about her, honestly. Like compared to like how I feel like a lot of people have like very like strong opinions on her. Like they either love her or they hate her. And I love her, but like I don't really have like a lot to say. Oh, actually I do have something to say. Her with Cassie is so fucking cute. I love her as like this auntie. Like yeah, but that is my opinion on Roxy. I love her as like this mean lesbian auntie, who's like super sweet with like the kids that she likes. Like she's only mean to Gregory. Like anyway, yeah, this is like about. I'm gonna make these like a little bigger. Oh, actually, should this be like, instead of leg warmers, maybe this should be like boots? Maybe? Mayhaps? I'm not sure. Anyway, I will decide as I'm working. And yeah, there we go. She's so cool. I love Roxy. And next, I think, from the last time I checked it, Chico was next, which works because they're girlfriends, so I can have them right next to each other. Yeah, I actually like, at least in terms of like design, I like Glamrock Chica more than Roxy. I know it's probably like kind of blasphemous to say, because people freaking love Roxy. And I'm not saying that I don't like Roxy's design. I just like Chica's more. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like the colors. Like I like. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but she's so freaking cute, dude. Like she's adorable, dude. And yeah, and she makes me very sad too. Like I freaking love Glamrock Chica. She like makes me so fucking sad. Like, cause she's like, I don't know why Fazbear Entertainment is the way that it is, but like, why did they program her to have an eating disorder? Why did they do that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with them? I'm gonna have her like looking down so that they're looking at each other. Let me. Okay, yeah, that's better. Anyway, yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with Fazbear Entertainment? Like, not only did they, like, curse these, like, robots with sentience, but, like, why did they give her an eating disorder? What the fuck? I'm giving her a little tooth gap, not for any particular reason, I just think they're cute. I'm biased, though. Anyway, but yeah, I think she's really freaking cute. I love her design. I love her whole like jazzercise. Is jazzercise the right term? I don't know. But like, yeah, I love her whole like 80s like exercise gear look. Like I think she's so cute. And I love that she like seems to like actually like enjoy playing guitar. Like it's not just like part of her job. Like she just like enjoys it in her free time too. Like I like that. I think that's cute. And yeah. So yeah, I'm making her a little bit bigger. Because I feel like she would be. I'm not saying that like just because you eat a lot, like you have to be like plus size or like chubby, but like if you eat like literal garbage, I feel like you're gonna be a little bigger. And also I just think it's cute and like I like the contrast of like Roxy being like all like muscly and then like Chica's like soft. It's like shape language. Like this is a character design thing. I'm giving you a lesson. This is like shape language. So like soft like I'm trailing off a little bit here. but yeah, like soft, round shapes mean like a friendly, cute character, and then like sharper, like harder edges, or like a more like dangerous or like serious character. And like, oh, that ear is fucking enormous. Oh my gosh. But yeah, shape language. So she's soft and round because I feel like Glamrock Chica is soft and round. She's cute to me, and yeah. Also, I'm making her hair fluffy because like, so with my like my interpretation of Glamrock Chica, I like giving her like I like making her hair look more like feathers, or like a cluster of feathers, and that carries over into the human design too, and also I just think like poofy hair is cute, and I think it suits her. Let me check. Okay. Sorry, I was consulting my like my sheet of like all like how the character, like what the characters look like. So I was trying to remember if she had like arm warmers like Roxy, but she does not. She has the little studded gauntlet things that everyone on the team has. While I remember. And and Roxy does not have fingerless gloves. She seems like she would, but she does not. I gotta remember that. I mean, I guess I can change like what they look like because I'm doing my own. I'm doing my own thing, but yeah, I want them to still look like the Glamrocks. And I think they do. Let me consult not Toy Chica, gracious, Glamrock's makeup. You know what? Yeah, I am gonna give them their face markings because it's makeup. It's like Glamrock. It's makeup. Said that twice. Old lady redundant woman. Anyway, that's not what her makeup looks like. I'm giving her Roxy makeup. Well, they are girlfriends. They did each other's makeup. Oh, like speaking of them being girlfriends, I think it's really funny. Like, so like when I was like looking up like pictures of them for the poll, to put in there, like one of the first images that came up when I looked up Roxy was a picture of Roxy and Chica like cuddling, and I was like, yeah, like everybody knows they're girlfriends, like, and I like that. And she's got her little leopard print one and her little tiger print one. And yeah, that's Chica. She's the cute one. And yeah. Okie dokie. Okay, and next up was Monty Gator. I think he has my favorite design of all of them. I know I said, like, I like Chica's. When I said I like Chica's more than Roxy, I just meant, like, in terms of, like, the girls. But Monty has, like, my favorite design of, like, all the Glamrocks. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because, like, so, like, I grew up in Florida for the first, like, 15 years of my life. Like, I was born there. Born and raised, in the swamps. But, like, so maybe I just like gators, like, instinctively, but yeah, I love Monty so much, dude. He's so stupid, and just, like, he's just, like, an angry dumbass, and I love him. Like, I almost don't mind that he doesn't have, like a lot of characterization. That mohawk is not big enough, or is it too big? I can't tell yet. Let's finish the head first, anyway. But anyway, yeah, I freaking love Monty. He might be my favorite Glamrock. I'm not sure. I love them all, like, a lot. So I'm not sure who my, like, favorite is. But, yeah. If I had to pick a favorite, I would probably pick Monty. He's the only Glamrock I have a plushie of, so that probably says something, but I'm making him, where's the expression? The expression is not expressioning. There we go. let's give him like, I want to give him like sleepy eyes, because like in like all of like the in-universe promotional material, Monty is portrayed as like super chill, laid back golfing guy, and like with cute sleepy eyes. So I want to kind of like pay an homage to that in like the human design, even though like his personality is not like chill sleepy guy at all. I'm just gonna give him sleepy eyes because, well, one, because I just like sleepy eyes, and I'm giving him a mullet too. I don't care, mohawk mullet, because I think it's cool and I like it. So yeah, and he's gonna be big because I think he's the biggest of like all the glam rocks. I'm pretty sure. His boob is way too low. Hang on, let me fix that for you, girl. There you go. And yeah, yeah, I just like Monty so much. Like, I really don't know exactly why. I think it genuinely might just be because I like alligators, cause I'm from freaking Florida. But like, but yeah, I love him so much. He's so endearing. He's so like goofy and ridiculous. Like, and then like, I do wish he had more lines, cause like he only has like a couple, and they don't really say a lot about him, like other than that he's kind of an idiot. Like there's this like one, one line, where he's like, protein shake. I don't think that's in like Security Breach. I think it's in like the fighting game. I don't remember what the fighting game is called, but if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, this hand is garbage. Hold up. Where are we doing that? But yeah. Am I gonna have enough room for Freddy actually? Monty taking up all the space, like the. Well, I like Monty, so it's okay. But I like Freddy too. Five Nights at Freddy's 2? What? Like the movie? No way. And I feel like I'm just freaking yapping. Well, that's all I ever do. But like, I'm just like, I'm trying to think of interesting things to say, but I'm so freaking focused. Oh yeah, I like that he has nails. I like his black nails. I'm gonna keep them. I know they're just claws, but I'm keeping them because I like them. I'm gonna like erase this a little bit because I know when it gets to the line art I'm gonna like draw over the squiggle instead of like the actual like shape. Gonna make the vest a little higher, roll up top thingy, and yeah, there. Give him like some boots. Boots were made for walking until Gregory ripped off his legs. Well, oh wait, he doesn't take his legs, does he? He takes his hands? I don't know. I think was that like in the original, like he was supposed to take his legs, but he ended up taking his hands instead in the final product? Was that what happened? I don't remember. I just know Security Breach was like kind of a mess. But anyway, I'm fixing his boobs. There you go, it's more centered. And then like it's gonna be in gator print because he's an alligator. Okay. Okay. Monty is done, and now we get onto Poor Himbo. He lost his boyfriend. Freddy Fazbear himself. I'm honestly shocked that he was so, like, low on the poll. Like, I thought this was, like, a fan favorite, but, like, no, he was, like, the least favorite. Which, like, surprised. I keep, like, making shitty expressions. Like, he was, like, the least favorite, and I was not expecting that. Like, I thought, like, genuinely, like, I thought Glamrock Freddy was, like, one of, like, the most loved out of, like, any of the animatronics, but no. And, like, I'm not, like, saying, like, I don't see why, because, like, they're all, like, so good. I love them all very much. I just like Freddy so much. He's, like, he's a himbo, he's stupid, and yeah, I like him, and, I like that he's, like, well, I don't know if he's, like, canonically gay, but, like, I feel like at, like, a certain point, there's, like, so much, like, evidence that, like, it would be, like, almost, like, more, like, stupid, if it would be, like, stupid if he wasn't gay, like, cause, like, I'm trying to, like, put my words together, cause, like, they have, like, so he and, like, Bonnie had, like, tunnels to each other's rooms, and, like, Bonnie has, like, there's a poster in, like, Ruin of, that, like, says, it's, like, I don't remember if Bonnie gave it to Freddy or if Freddy gave it to Bonnie, but, like, either way, it says, like, you and me together forever, and that's, like, with, like, a heart, and, like, that's, like, they're boyfriends, and I don't care what anybody says, because, like, you cannot convince me that, that Glamrock Freddy is a straight man. I'm sorry, but, like, I don't believe you. Bi? Maybe. But, like, he definitely kissed Bonnie. Like, he and Bonnie were definitely smooching. And, like, that makes it, like, dude, like, I mean, it was already gonna be sad that, like, his best friend died, but, like, the angst, though, like, also, I like his, I'm getting off topic, but, like, I like his cyan nails, I think they're cute, and, yeah, also, I give Freddy facial hair. I don't know if that's, like, a hot take, but, like, I feel like he would have a beard. Like, maybe that's just because, like, maybe it's just because, like, the fandom refers to him as a dad, and I just literally cannot picture, like, a dad without facial hair. Like a father figure character without facial hair. But, yeah, Freddy having facial hair it's real to me, and it's my design, so I say what goes. So what I say goes. So yeah, and, like, on here, obviously, everywhere. Oh, this hurts, too. Yeah, some for you, too. Because she would be hairy. Like, she's a wolf. Like, she's gonna be hairy. Anyway. Yep, this is them. I was gonna color them, on video, but, like, my light is fading, as you can probably tell, and the lights in my room are all, like, super yellow, so if I record with those lights, then no color is gonna come through, except for, like, yellow, so I'm gonna color these, off camera, and yeah, you'll see the final results now.
Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And also subscribe if you would like to. Next video, okay, so I know that, like, the next one in the poll that had, like, the second most amount of votes was Defending Illumination, but I really want to make that character design video, bro. If I can be honest, I almost pushed back this video in favor of making the character design video, because I keep thinking of things I want to say in it. Like, I literally made the thumbnail for it before I finished making the thumbnail for this one, because it's like consuming my brain. So, next video is going to be, yapping about character design, because I just keep wanting to talk about it. And then after that will be Defending Illumination, because I also have a lot to say about that. But this freaking character design video has been it's been whispering to me like the Green Goblin mask. So yeah, stick around if you're interested in that. And yeah, I hope you have a great night, day, or whatever time it is where you are. Cheers!